The general theme is how does it feel to be a hypocrite?
Right. Well, he sounds like a royal dirtbag.
I was wrong about something.
Magnificent! Magnificent! Magnificent!
If we can be with ourselves, if we can understand ourselves, we can love.
It's not my fault nobody can understand what you're saying.
Let's go while we're young.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, just introduce yourself and tell me what you ate for breakfast.
Anybody, are we back? Can somebody verify for me? Good old internet here. Country living at its best, folks. Somebody send me a text or something, please, if I'm back. Anybody send me a text? Let's test this out. Hello. Let's see here. All right. Thanks. I got a couple texts there. Good. Back. All right. Hey, scene. See, I don't know if you can see this, but it's We the People. That's what our giveaway is today. Gosh, good old internet out here in the country. Hashtag scene. Go for that. I'm working on it. Like I'm working on a different, better internet situation and whatever. But for right now, this is where we're at. Hopefully we can get some of the weather straightened around, but hashtag scene, please win something. And today that something is the tumbler. I would love to give that away to somebody. And if you're a duplicate winner and you don't want a tumbler or another one or whatever, go ahead and pass it on to someone else. Is awesome as well. So SR or SHR method, seen, heard, remembered. You'll feel more confident. You'll experience less social anxiety. You will strengthen your relationships and you will expand your influence. But it is not going to be by doing something for yourself. Yes, it is not selfish. SHR method is not selfish at all. I remember when I was in school, and I can't remember exactly what grade it was, but um, I I still today have terrible handwriting, and I had terrible handwriting, and I would practice, and I would practice, and I would practice, and I would practice, and so I just couldn't get it. It just wasn't happening for me, and I was clearly not intelligent enough to become a doctor and have doctor handwriting as well. So what I really learned to do at a young age too is remember things, and so as I got older and I understood that writing wasn't going to be my best form of communication with people, that would be to, understand things like body language and understand things like, I think it's called tonality, like the tone of our voice, not be monotone and some of those kinds of things. So I would watch that, and I had some really good, people in my life that I could observe and do those types of things. And so as I became an adult and communication even became more important, I learned this SHR method a really long time ago. So it's old and it's tried and true. Now, some of it is just simply everybody's SHR is method is the same, and other things that you have to bring your own personality to it. In Shiny, the Y is you. It's you. It's your personality. It's got to be something that you do in your fashion, in your method, and things. So, what SHR is so you need to make people feel important, make them feel important. And so being seen is things like, you want to be seen. And so one of those is eye contact. Like eye contact is really huge for everybody. And that is part that when you make eye contact with them, that they feel seen. So then offer a specific compliment, like, whatever that is, your glasses, your necklace, your earrings, everybody likes my morning hair. So you could compliment me and my morning hair, right? Give eye contact and be very specific about a compliment. So the H, heard, ask good questions. That's really important. Sometimes it's really easy not to ask good questions, but that's something that's really on top of it because people want to share their story. They really do. Even when they're a little bit more introverted or whatever, people want to talk about themselves. So ask good leading questions, not closed-end questions. Be interested, right? Be interested, not interesting. So be interested in them. Don't try to push off your person and interest onto them, but be interested in them. And then so the R, remembered. This is really tough, right? People want to be remembered. They want to know that at the end of the 20-minute conversation or whatever, you remember certain things. So basically give like a follow-up, right? Like when you say you like their glasses and they say, oh yeah, I got my glasses at wherever, a couple years ago. And so follow up with that and say, hey, that's really good information about your glasses. I need a new pair of glasses. I'm going to go to so-and-so where you got them and check them out myself. So that's being remembered. You're following up. You're saying that I was listening. I was actively listening to you. And names, boy, names are huge. It's really difficult. I'm decent at remembering names. If you tell me them, I'm really bad at, saying someone's name or reading someone's name or whatever. But if you say it to me, I'm generally pretty good about it because I'll repeat it in my head over and over. But remember names, especially if you can, like pets or whatever. That's another thing that is a follow-up, is remembering names of people that, or pets that are in, their lives, names that people bring up. And then pause before speaking. That's a huge part of this, SHR method, is pause before speaking. Give the other person an opportunity to be finished, and then, listen, actively listen, not just to respond, but to understand. It seems like we don't have a lot of time to reply to people, but we do. We really do. We need to. In fact, it's been said that you have at least 2 seconds before people will feel uncomfortable about that silence, that awkward silence. They'll just, it's 1,000, 2, right? And then they start to get a little bit awkward, but then you have about another second or two before you actually really have to respond. So that's really important, because when you pause like that before you speak, you make eye contact, that exudes confidence in them, right? That you're confident in what they were talking about. You're confident that it's the end of their paragraph and it's your turn to speak. So, and then when you're doing these things, work on your body language. That's really huge. I mean, it's said that people body language, and in fact, let's even separate it like this. I looked some things up, and they call it the tonality or the tone of something. It's in orchestration of things that go together, that work together for a purpose. Like when we're talking with someone, we get really excited, or when we're sad, we bring it down, those tones. But then that, in combination with your facial expressions, is really huge when speaking with people, that you're more easily connected to them and with them. That way, that even brings on more of that confidence in when what they're saying, when you can do those things. So it's actually broken down to 7% words is what's important to people. That's it. 7% of the words. That's all that it is. 38% is your facial expressions, along with that tonality thing. And then 55% is your body language, what you're moving. Are you crossing your arms? Are you doing things like that? And then, of course, to make those connections, use humor if you can. I mean, not everybody is as terribly funny as I am, and that's okay, because you understand what I'm saying. I'm not that funny. And so people are drawn when we can make them feel better. And so I like to give myself a hard time that makes people feel better, and tease give myself crap, basically. And then one of the things for this, for someone to be seen, heard, and remembered is don't complain or gossip to them ever. Nobody wants to hear complaining. And so when we do that ourselves, it tells them that, well, you're going to complain about me, then you're going to gossip about me. If you're saying that about someone right now, quite frankly, you're going to say that about me. So that will close them down, and they won't feel seen, they won't feel heard, and they definitely won't be remembered. And then I'll wrap it up with this. We had some problems getting going, so we're way over time again, but don't hide yourself. Don't hide parts of yourself that you're not comfortable with. Like we're all human, and we all want to see and understand that people have accepted those flaws in themselves, because then those people can open up to you, so you can see them more, so you can hear them better, and so that you're more able to remember them. So do that. Like, I mean, superheroes, each one of them, they have their flaws that we all know, and that's why we attach to them. Basically, one of the ways that you could say it, as I wrap this up before the giveaway, hashtag seen, and that is if you share your flaws, no matter how big or small you think they are to yourself, that's like a magnet. That's like that's just, you're gonna bring them in, and then they can open up and things. And so that's going to make a really huge impact on how you will be more confident, how you will experience less social anxiety, how you will strengthen your relationships, and how you will expand your influence. So the giveaway, y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's do this. See what we have here. If I win again, I don't know if mine got in there because of the internet problems or not, but All right, Melinda, congratulations. I'll get this sent out to you, or let me know what you want with it. So appreciate it. Tomorrow morning, I guess we have a snowstorm coming in Minnesota here. So we'll see what's going on in the morning. But otherwise, have yourself a fantastic and blessed Tuesday. And I will, Lord willing, see you tomorrow morning at 6:30.
You know what I just saw?
Who is this guy?
I call myself podcast because of my podcast.
I have exorcised the demons. This house is clear.
So it's done. It's done.